Fox 13 investigates our contaminated community because we believe we all deserve clean air, clean water, and clean neighborhoods free from contamination. We've shown you air pollution problems, especially in South Memphis neighborhoods, and tonight we're investigating fallout from that pollution. This hot, humid air that we have right now is making it worse. Fox 13 health reporter Mandy Rock shows us how your children are dying from asthma here in Memphis more than in other cities.
I was a bit scared. Yeah. I didn't know what was wrong, like why I wasn't breathing right.
What started out as a cough became something much more serious for Anthony Sadler. He was at the movie theater with his dad when he started wheezing and found himself unable to breathe.
Didn't I throw up before?
You did throw up.
I threw up. Yeah. And then even when I was in the hospital, I was still having trouble breathing and stuff, yeah.
Sadler was only 5 years old at the time. He spent 3 days seeing specialists and getting treatments at the hospital. Doctors told his dad he had a severe asthma attack.
It was really scary. It was really scary. I felt less of a parent because I didn't do something right away.
More families are experiencing this kind of terror. Megan Cavallo is the director of respiratory therapy at Baptist Children's Hospital in Memphis. Over the past few years, she's seen a record number of kids coming in with what she calls severe asthma.
Especially in our ED visits, not necessarily inpatient admissions, but in our ED visits, we've seen a ton of an increase in numbers of asthma.
How dangerous can it be to a child?
Asthma can be very, very dangerous for children, especially if not handled appropriately and treated immediately when they have an exacerbation.
According to the CDC, the percentage of Black children with asthma is far higher than white kids. More than 12% of Black children nationwide suffer from the disease, compared with 5.5% of white children. They also die at a much higher rate. The majority of what drives the disparities comes down to where a child lives. Studies have shown that children that live in areas with poor environmental and health conditions are more at risk.
There's a lot of allergens, especially in housing, low-income housing. Landlords don't fix leaks. There's mildew, there's dust, there's roach feces and stuff, and all of that can trigger asthma.
Another trigger, air pollution. Our contaminated community investigations showed you the toxins plaguing primarily Memphis's Black neighborhoods for generations. Those range from a coal-fired power plant that operated for 60 years in Southwest Memphis to a sterilization facility on Florida Street, emitting a potentially cancer-causing chemical to this day. Margaret Wildman is a respiratory therapist at St. Francis Hospital in Memphis. She said, in addition to all those other triggers, weather can cause asthma flare-ups.
Lots of extreme temperatures, too, are bad for asthma. Cold-induced asthma, even the heat is not really good for asthma.
If your child has asthma, doctors say it's important to recognize their triggers and stick to their regimen. For Sadler, that means a daily dose of albuterol and not leaving the house without his inhaler.
Don't feel like you're not doing your best. That was tough for us. Look for the signs, like always being sick, draining nose. It comes with a lot of other things like eczema and asthma. They usually run hand in hand.
Shortness of breath, cough, chest tightness, and wheezing are all symptoms of asthma. If your child is having trouble breathing, you should seek medical attention right away. Mandy Rock, Fox 13 News.